tossing through, fit right in the humidity of June. And the pay was just the business for a midday cartoon. It's a failed method actor with a debt to the mob, who took a gig in the 18th part just to keep a steady job. But the phone started running and a sequence grew dim, and the kids started seeing the hollow ghost of him. Machine.
for the thumbnail, Jimmy.
For a heart and a blueprint for a soul. Buying up the zip code just to keep the control. It's a philanthropic circus, curated kind of grace, where the poverty is scenic and the smiles in your face. He'll give you 10,000 bucks if you stand in a box while he's counting up the views and he's picking the locks of a psyche so hollow it echoes with a chime. He isn't selling a product, he's harvesting time. Check the heat map, check the trend. Who the fuck is the neighbor? Who the fuck is the friend? He's the god of the algorithm, the king of the click, and the hook in your eyelid is a clever little trick. It's a real fucking trump to the beast in the room. He's built in a kingdom on a digital zone. It's not about the money, it's decided to spend. A cycle of craving that'll never fucking end. My city where the forest give a blind man his sight, and ending out the shadows to make the light look bright. Every second with the scroll, the say of the screen, the cleanest fucking monster that you ever seen. Optimizing empathy for the world to fucking see. Look at this family, look at their tears. Now monetize the trauma for the next couple years. He got a team of 20 addicting the soul on the frame. So the joy is a metric and the love is a game. It's a high budget hunger, a benevolent greed, giving people exactly what he wants them to need. The void where the organic used to be. The world is just a set piece. The people are just props and the camera never stops.
It never fucking stops.
He's not giving it away.
He's just leasing the feeling of being saved.
Did we get the shot?
The dinner table is a graveyard of conversation. Just a blue light glow of a digital vacation. 7 years old with the eyes of a ghost, who's staring at a screen while the roast gets cold. He doesn't know the sound of a door swinging shut, or the weight of the silence that's a deep-seated gut. He got a thumb twitching in a rhythmic dance, while the real world is waiting for a second chance. And he's not even looking at me when he speaks, just a monotone drone and some pale
Butts and cheeks.
He's orbiting a server in a city made of code, while his actual spirit is a light load load.
And here come the kids with the glass in the grill.
A whole fucking generation on a silicon trip.
Swipe left for a feeling.
Swipe right for a thrill, while the capacity for boredom is a void they can't fill. Yeah, they're wired to the ceiling, they're plugged into pain. Digital dopamine, a chemical rain. God bless the ghost in the glow of the screen. The youngest addicts that I've ever seen. He's got an algorithm telling him how to feel. When the no one really lives, is any other way can never get. But I'm a galaxy far, but he can't find another. He can't see a star. He's the master of the shortcut, king of the skip. A 10-second attention span on a sinking chip.
Daddy,
look at this.
What he's staring at the air.
For the ghost of a childhood is standing right there. the quiet. He's terrified of the gray. He's screaming in the vacuum of a curated day.
Yeah, here come the kids with the glass in their grip. Our whole fucking generation now is still like that. Swipe left for a feeling, swipe right for a thrill. All the capacity for ornaments, that's why they can't fit.
Yeah, they're wired to the ceiling, they're plugged in the vein. Digital dopamine, a chemical rain. God bless the ghosts and the glow of the screen. The youngest addicts that I've ever seen.
My brain is a tab with 40 windows open, and half of them are screaming in a language that's broken. I don't remember the world before the screen glowed blue, but I can recite a script from a video you never knew. The attention span of a fucking man on a wire, watching a 7-second clip of a house on fire. Slide through the beam, dopamine on the tilt. A digital empire built on a mountain of guilt. We don't speak in sentences, we speak in a flash. A million micro-references, a cultural crash. Welcome to the brain rot, welcome to the haze, where the skibbity rhythm sets the suburbs ablaze. We're racing up ghosts in a simulated street, while the algorithm pulses to 160 feet. It's a fever dream, baby, it's a glitch in the pain, and the memes are the only thing that numb the fucking pain. Phantom tax the silence, tax the air in the room. We're dancing on the edge.
wide, swiping through a feed with a attention span slide. You got the skippity brain rot, the Roblox skin, but you don't know where the fucking chaos begins. You see a grid of colors, you call it retro vibe, but you couldn't name a legend if you tried to describe the era when the cable box was the only guide we knew, when the screen didn't track every goddamn thing we do. Cartoon means a 10-second clip, a vertical loop, a fast-paced trip. Sit your ass down, let the signal drip back before the algorithm put your spirit on a track. You don't know the grid. You don't know the glow. 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 You weren't there for the freak show, the midnight show, where the lines were jagged and the plots were mean, and we didn't need a hashtag to enter the scene. You got your iPad, your curated stream. We had the Cartoon Network, a fever dream. Yeah, it's gone to the void, it's a ghost in the wire, and your content is just fuel for the funeral pyre. Who the fuck is Dexter? You think you're so mean? Whose courage a cowardly and low-res dream? You're chasing a trend that'll be dead by noon, while we watch Powerpuff save the whole damn moon. You call it vintage when you find a clip of Ed, Ed and Eddie, but your focus is shaky, your attention is unsteady. We had the 8-0 swim when the sun went down, turning the kids' channel into a surrealist town. Space Ghost hosting, Greg losing his mind. Kind of weirdness your algorithm could never find. No shorts, no reels, no drinking tabs, just a schedule block and some mental jabs. We waited for the premiere, we lived for the slot, while you're scrolling through a war till your synapses rot. It wasn't just animation, it was a goddamn war between the hand-drawn frames and the corporate door. So keep your Sigma this and your wrist that, while you stare at a screen in a digital flat. The checkers are faded, the signal is dead, and the ghosts of the network are screaming in your head. Ain't no promoters, do ya? Fucking pathetic.
Yeah, but why know what I'm saying?
The judge is staring at a 10-year-old in a deer fit, who just filmed the prank and watched the precinct ignited. He's got the ring light humming, the autofocus tight, turning a felony charge into a viral night. He didn't see the signs, didn't read the no trespass. Just like saw vacant lot and thought this is a fine pass. Now he's staring at the cop, asking him to sell his Wi-Fi, while the lawyers in the corner praying to a dead sky.
The Jada level crime. We're trading our freedom for a slice of the climb. One clip for the clout, one dance for the views. Not a whole damn zip code's the evening nor news.
Yeah, the kids are alright till the handcuffs click and the legal system's lagging mad.
The irony's thick.
Gen Alpha's in the lobby playing truth or dare, with the state's penal code and a vacant stare.
Tax and jewelry store in the mall. Didn't think this
security guard would actually call. The SWAT team in the lobby, the sirens are humming, but he's checking his analytics, seeing the numbers coming.
Fuck yeah! Like and subscribe for the bell, hearing guys while the prosecutor staring with those tired ass eyes. He's not a menace, he's just optimizing the reach, but you can't optimize a cell block no matter how you preach. For the money, they aren't stealing for the greed, they're stealing for the algorithm, feeding the need to be the main character in a world made of glass where the laws are just obstacles that you're supposed to pass. It's just a trend, officer, look at the tag
While he's backing up the evidence in a Gucci bag.
Voting not guilty in the polls, but the warden doesn't care about the digital souls. He's just a kid with a phone and a dream to be seen.
And we doing 5 to 10 for a 15-second scene. I was in a tax up jewelry store in the mall. Didn't think the security guard would actually call. The SWAT team in the lobby, the sirens are humming, but he's checking his analytics, seeing the numbers coming.
Wait, is the stream still live? Let me dream their eyes for wait.
The gold leaf is peeling off the ceiling in the hall, and the ghosts of the boardroom are pacing the wall. He's got a map for the empire, but the ink is all wet, and he's betting the house on a losing streak bet. He doesn't want the crown, he just wants the applause when he's chewing through the cable with some diamond cut claws. Now here's the real fucking truth about Donald J. Trump. He's a landslide of ego in the landfill dump. A neon lit fever, a high wire dance, leaving the wreckage to a game of blind chance. He's the ghost in the lobby, the king of the spin when the game is rigged before the players walk in. He's a branded exercise in a three-piece suit, a walking contradiction, a tangled up root. He sells you the dream while he's charging the rent, and he's counting the pennies that the treasury spent. It ain't about policy, it ain't about the law, it's the art of the hustle, the grit and the claw. He's a mirror in a room full of people who hate the way their own reflection is deciding their fate. Shake a trembling hand. He's a storm in a bottle. He's a glitch in the screen, the loudest goddamn circus that the world's ever seen. So keep your red hats and your gilded gates while the rest of the country just sits there and waits. The truth isn't hidden, it's written in neon, a monument built for a temporary eon. Yeah, that's the truth, the real fucking truth about the man in the tower.
He knows how to shake a trembling hand.
So white vitalizing, you were the main event. Blinking those heavy eyes, needed for the secret, the one I couldn't keep. While the rest of the room was just pretending to sleep. You had that vanilla beat drip running down your wrist, a slow motion disaster, a sugary kind of twist, and you didn't even notice when the floor started to hum. All the way the air tasted like a copper-plated drum. Now you got hands like your ice cream hands, and you're shaking like a leaf in the forbidden lands. You're trying to hold the sweetness, trying to grip it tight with the swarm on the sugar in the dead of the night. It's a sticky kind of panic, it's a buzzing in the vein. Now you're scrubbing at your skin just to wash away the stain. The kind of reckless hunger that never gets old. But the spill is a signal, a chemical scream, and the colony's waking from a concrete dream. They don't want the cone, they don't want the cake. They want the salt in your sweat, they want every mistake, and you're standing there frozen, a statue of dread, while the architects of ruin start to build in your head. Yeah, you got hands on your ice cream hands, and you're shaking like a leaf in the forbidden lands. You're trying to hold the sweetness, trying to grip it tight with the swarm on the sugar in the dead of the night. It's a sticky kind of panic, it's a buzzing in the vein. Now you're scrubbing at your skin just to wash away the stain. be floating. If we sink now, we'll just melt away into a sterile. Shimmering, 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 shimmering. Slamming for dawn right now. Shimmering, 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 shimmering. So pour it in until the water screams. Pour it in until it dissolves the dreams. Bullshot, super bullshot. Everything's clean now, everything's fucking gone. The vending machine at the DMV is selling NFTs of the flag, and the sky's the color of a static turns green. A digital rag, we traded the suburbs for pods and a monthly subscription to breathe. While the ghosts of the middle class shiver in the sleeves of a suit tailored by an algorithm that thinks it knows. But we... The signal is dropping. The firewalls have been, and nobody remembers where the pages begins. This is American 26, a glitch in the circuit, a quick drying fix. We're selling the copper right out of the walls, while the ghost of a dream screams in shopping mall halls. It's a luxury bunker, it's a riot in the street, it's a gold-plated hunger that we can't fucking eat. Now the border is a QR code, and the jury is a bot. And we're arguing over which kind of apocalypse are the hot one. The skyline is jagged, the skyline is leased. We fed the machine till it became the feast. That's all man, and it makes no incident to a quiet member of a signal on a dead battery. They told us the clash was a market correction. They told us the chaos was just a reflection of the will of the people. But look at the view, the water is poison, the red is the blue. And the only thing left that is honest and true is a price tag they slapped on the air that we chew.
This is American 26, a glitch in the circuit, a quick drying fix. We're selling the copper right out of the walls, while the ghost of a dream screams in shopping mall halls.
It's a luxury bunker, it's a riot in the street, it's a gold-plated hunger that we can't fucking eat.
Scared to fall for the privilege of standing. Take the credit to the right to be
Just fighting with the ghost.
It's a layer of concrete, and the applause is just a rhythm for a dying heartbeat. To build a kingdom out of teardrops and a customized pen, then you signed the deed in blood and did it all over again. You're the curated chaos, who polished the pain, selling tickets to the thunder while you're dancing in the rain. But the stadium is empty, just a ghost in the light, and the sequins are starting to strangle you tonight. Taylor Swift, the clock's got a grudge and it's ticking in gold. The narrative's speaking, the story's been told. You can re-record the memories, you can claim every line, but you can't litigate your way out of the finish line. Yeah, the crown is a noose made of shimmering thread, and the world's just a choir singing long lives till you're dead. You're a mastermind, baby, with a map of the mind, calculating every bridge, every calculated sign, from the tear ducts of debut to the midnight's haze. You spent 15 years trapped in a mirror word maze. Now you're fighting with the ghost of the girls you used to be, while the vultures circle low for a piece of the legacy. You're the blueprint, the brand, the corporate approved soul, but the void in the center is taking total control. Taylor Swift, the clock's got a grudge and it's ticking in gold. The narrative's speaking, the story's been told. You can re-record the memories, you can claim every line, but you can't litigate your way out of the finish line. Yeah, the crown is a noose made of shimmering thread, and the world's just a choir singing long lives till you're dead.
Get the charts one last time, see the line go flat. The industry's a coffin, you fit right in that. Write a song about the ending, make it sound like a dream, but the silence at the end is the only honest crime.
Taylor Swift, the clock's got a grudge and it's ticking in gold. The narrative's speaking, the story's been told. You can re-record the memories, you can claim every line, but you can't litigate your way out of the finish line. Yeah, the crown is a noose made of shimmering thread, and the world's just a choir singing long live till you're dead.
The warning's got a ledger and it takes foot silver coins, but the cells are leaking secrets where the rusty piping joins. We were promised open vistas, a little slice of grace, but the light here is a flickering of concrete. I met a man named Miller with a tattoo on his of a girl who's long forgotten and a love that didn't exist. He whispered, keep your head down, boy, don't look him in the eye, because the only thing that's honest in this hole is how we die.
And there's blood in the jail, soaking through the thin sheets, where the desperate and the broken meet the rhythm of the beats. It ain't a movie, it ain't a dream, it ain't a velvet curtain show. It's a jagged piece of plexiglass and nowhere left to go.
Yeah, there's blood in the jail, and it's staining every floor. Once you sign a book of sorrows, you can find the open door. Now!
The guards stain like the
handler with the keys to every ring. Water goes enough, ventilation start to shudder in this thing. We tried to build a kingdom out of stolen trays and lint, but the system is a hammer and we're nothing but the flint.
Then the wave started humming like a wire in the rain. A symphony of screaming and the snapping of a chain. It wasn't for the freedom, it wasn't for the right. It was just a bunch of starving dogs fighting for a fight.
Through the silence with the sharpened toothbrush tip. One slip of the focus, one tremble of the grip. It's a red wet religion, it's a prayer made of pain.
When you're scrubbing out the memories of the sunlight and the rain. God ain't in the chapel, he's hiding in the train.
When the heavy door swung wide, but he left a piece of something that he couldn't keep inside. The floor is painted crimson, a map of where we failed, and a city built to hide with the innocent get nailed. So don't tell me about the mercy of the laws of man and state, when the only thing that's waiting is a heavy rusted gate.
Blood in the jail,
Right in the jail,
rushing off the walls,
walking on the walls.
but the stain, yeah, the stain never really goes away. It just dries. It just dries. It just dries. It just dries.
Look at Buzz in the mirror. He's a plastic kind of shell, a corporate little soldier in a neon-colored hell. We didn't find the magic. We just mapped the light to gold and we packaged up the childhood till the sentiment grew old. And here's the fucking truth. Stripped of the gloss, every happily ever after is a calculated loss. It's a machine in the basement, it's a ghost in the code. We're paving over wonder just to lighten up the load. Yeah, the colors are vivid, the textures are tight, but the soul's been outsourced in the middle of the night. Little house floating in the breeze, that's a gentrification metaphor brought down to its knees. And inside out a masterclass in emotional control, while the lawyers in the boardroom are auditing your soul. We got cars for the kids who love the smell of burning oil, while the actual alert is screaming the ocean start to boil. It's a shiny polished surface, it's a flawless working clean, but there's a glitch in the system, and we're ripping at the seams. Mike is just a stat, the screens are just a currency. Imagine that Wall-E's digging through the trash of a dead-end world while the Disney banner's shaking and the red carpets unfurled. It's not about the journey, it's not about the heart, it's a series of deliverables. A commercialized art, they'll give you a sequel, they'll give you a spin, they'll carve up in the nostalgia just to let the money in. Keep the kids in the dark, keep the colors in line. Don't look at the wires. Don't look at the wires.
just grinds you down until you're the jewel in a hollow down.
The China girls weeping, the porcelain cracked. Once you step through the mirror, there's no coming back. No one is waiting, no one is there. Just the smell of ozone and the freezing air. So lock the gate, throw the key in the mud. This kind of magic requires some blood. I'm not going home to the corn in the grain. I'll burn this whole kingdom just to find a way. Just to be the fucking way. Return to the race, return to the rust. Everything gold is just fucking dust. Just to be the fucking the bang the fucking dust. Just to be the fucking 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 a freak with a gold-plated plug. The room is a fever, a neon-lit blur with the lines between sir and sweetheart occur. You're wearing a costume that's barely a thread, a scrap of red velvet, a crown on your head, and the air tastes like sulfur and cheap imitation, while the clock on the wall hits a dead vibration. Don't give me the poise, don't give me the grace. I wanna see K's all over your face. The moon is a cataract, here is a fin. So open the cage and let the wreckage begin. Shake your fucking tits like Halloween. Pound the bones of the ghost machine. Rip off the veil, let the secrets fly under a bruised and a chemical sky. It's a riot, it's a ritual, it's a goddamn mess. Ain't a sign zero, blood spatter, lazy trash. Shake 'em like a panic, shake 'em like a sin until the walls cave out and the void leans in. The neighbors are calling the cops on the lawn, but we're dancing in circles till the coming of dawn. You're a siren, a banshee, a glitch in the code, and the party's a bomb just waiting to explode. Forget the invitation, forget who you were. The memory of Monday is a distant. Don't slur. You're shaking the dust off a decade of grief, and the thrill of the tremor is a momentary relief. Is it a costume? You never take it off. Is it a screaming? It sounds like a cough. Mannequins dancing in the burning store, asking the devil for a little bit more. 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 Give it all back to the floor. Goddamn mess in a sign zero. Blood spatter, lazy trash. Shake 'em like a panic, shake 'em like a sin until the walls cave out and the void leans in. Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat. The candy or give me the shit!
Boy, my tricks will feel great.
Giving a job rolling off.
Tearing at the velvet. Tearing at the skin. Tearing at the skin. Tearing at the skin. Sticks, the water thick. I'm digging for the root, I'm digging for the seed. I got a hunger that a pulse can't feed. Strip the ego, strip the pride, strip the holy light. I'm coming for the architecture of your life tonight. Break the seal, crack the dome, make the void a fucking home. I don't want your heart, I don't want your soul, I want the wreckage of my life. Deep in the grave where the synapses rise, no fucking the truth out of a beautiful life. Ripping through the chords, hazing the spark, we're dancing in the static, screaming in the dark. Now you're wide open, now the circuit is clear. I can hear your secrets whispering in my ear. Not the words you speak, but the things you hide. In the folded creases where the monsters reside. I'm sliding through the fissures, I'm mapping the vein. A psychic collision, a pleasure center pain. Back to the distance between me and you until the bone turns white and the vision turns blue. I'm touching your skin, I'm touching the thought, the only kind of union that can't be bought. The shell behind, leave the memory blurred. The only kind of love that doesn't need a word.
with the vultures, a choreographed solo. He's screaming at a burger, he's fighting with the air, while a million little voyeurs just stop and stare. He sold us the ruin, the grease and the grit, a slow motion crash, every second a hit. The Warren's in the corner, just checking the frame, counting the clicks while he whispers his name. Scale, check the view, the hunger is old, but the content is new. Digging deep, swallow the pride, there's nowhere for a hollow man to hide. And the feast is over, the table is bare. Nikocado, avocado is gasping for air. A mountain of salt and a river of cream. The king of the glitch in a calorie dream. He played us like fiddles, he wore it like skin. Where does the act end and the tragedy begin? Eat it all up, chew through the bone. The loudest man dying in a digital zone. Now Orleans got the script, yeah, Orleans got the plan. Keep eating the pasta, be a big-bellied man. It was a symphony of gluttony, a masterclass in pain, a calculated cycle, a choreographed brain of fake-ass tantrums and choreographed fights, selling out his soul for these blue screen nights. He wasn't just eating the food on the plate. He was eating the clock, he was eating the date. Did you see the rebel? Did you see the mask slip? The weight wasn't real, just a cinematic trip. He sculpted the monster, he carved out the shell. $1 million ticket to a self-made hell. And while we were laughing, calling him a joke, the mirror finally shattered, the bubble finally broke. Clear the set, turn off the lights. Orland, we're done for the night. Just a thumbnail of a ghost. In a world of content, he was the roast. Nikocado, avocado. Delete the footage. Driving in the night, living just for fun. There's no way to resist, I just can't get enough. Heroes of the night, nothing to disguise, living just for fun. Living just for fun. There's no way to resist. I just can't get enough. Midnight on a bed. Heroes of the night. Nothing to disguise. Living just for fun. Nothing to disguise. Living just for fun. We fill the void. We have no choice. We have no stop. Never stop. How should be for us? We live for fun. We live for fun. We fill the void. We have no choice. We never stop. We wait for force. We live for is, folks.
Melodies, the system, is running.